99.7 DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast.
Supplying every demand.
On demand.
If you're ever just curious about a situation in your life and you just need the opinion of someone else, maybe you don't want to tell anyone that you know, and you just come to us. Write us a little note, shoot it out to the group, see if we can help you out. Good morning, Matt.
Morning.
All right, so first of all, thank you for allowing us to contact you on this. Before you walk us through what you sent us, you're convinced the waiter broke you and your girlfriend up. Am I right? Did I get that right?
Yeah, I am. So basically, about a month ago, I went out to dinner with my girlfriend to celebrate her birthday, and the restaurant was perfectly fine, but the dinner was a disaster.
Okay.
We went
How so?
It was just, it was really awkward conversation the entire time, and there were jabs and criticisms that we did to each other, and we do that sometimes. That's kind of normal, but this seemed like more than usual.
And this is on her birthday?
This is on her birthday, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took her out, So toward the end, I tried to tell my girlfriend that we got off to a bad start, and just that I wish that I could have dialed back a bit some of the, jabs and criticisms and things like that. Because, they were just jokes. Like, I was just joking. But she became really upset, and she asked to leave, and then went to the bathroom for several minutes.
Okay.
So then after telling me how upset she was, the entire car ride home, she broke up with me 2 hours later.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, and that's when I found out that while she was in the bathroom, our waiter told her that she should spend her birthday with someone who cares about her and not that guy. What the hell?
Okay, so at the restaurant, the waiter kind of obviously noticed you guys were having some sort of, relationship moment, and then pulls her aside and says, you need someone to treat you better, not that guy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So apparently that was the part of the reason that she broke up with me. And I just think that offering unsolicited advice to a customer about her relationship is outrageous and unprofessional. Like, we're at a restaurant.
Okay.
He's working.
Okay. All right. So I guess what can we help you with?
I'm just coming to you to know, if you agree if this is wrong. And what's the best way to go about addressing this? Should I write her a letter to the manager?
Uh-huh.
Give them a crappy Yelp review, or do nothing? What do you think?
Wow. I got to think that her mind was made up before the waiter said anything to her. But, to play devil's advocate and to try to answer your question, I got a bunch of people texting in already. So if you want to hang out, we'll see what they say, and we'll see how you can, maybe go about addressing this. Okay, man?
Okay. Thanks, man.
All right. Hang on, Matt. And
Do you see my face?
Do you
see my face right now after reading all of the initial text messages?
I didn't have to read the initial text messages to think that this guy is asking us whether him being kind of a jerk on her birthday at dinner is excusable for a waiter to say, hey, you should be with someone who cares. And then now he's mad at the waiter and wants to give them a bad Yelp review.
Is anybody else hearing Shawn Mendes in their head? I can treat you better. Yes, yeah. I feel like the waiter was singing that to her back by the bathroom or something, and that and I'm also envisioning he's hot like Shawn Mendes. So I think everyone's just like, hey, team waiter and team ex-girlfriend, and you should have been a jerk.
The waiter pulls up the song on his phone real quick and
just plays it for
and as she's walking out of the bathroom, he just holds up his phone.
Yes, just holds it up. He's just
I can treat you better. All right, so I want to know is this guy just completely off his rocker? Or does he have a valid complaint? Is there a reason? I mean, is there a boundary, I guess, that the waiter overstepped to really, I guess, put her over the edge.
You could argue that. I think here's the thing. All we know about him and his relationship is this like one night and how he acted on one night.
Yes.
And we're making like massive assumptions about
sure.
like this is the state of their relationship all the time.
Kelly, that's what we do. That's what we do.
I know.
All right.
I know. So everyone's just like, you're a jerk. She was right to break up with you based on like this whole little paragraph that he sent us.
Yeah, a 2-minute conversation with Matt, and we've all right. So
we've assessed he's an idiot.
Hang on. Let's. The number's 502-571-9970.
So judgy.
Or at Ben and Kelly Show with group therapy. Matt, earlier in the evening, they were quote trading jabs with one another.
Yeah, that's probably not the best thing to do on her birthday dinner. Like, you should be treating her better than you ever have.
Listener texts in, but did she get the waiter's number?
We're all wondering that, are we not?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of, like, the comments right now are all just, hey, he was being the jerk and the waiter was totally in the right.
Yeah, and you know what? We typically, when the listener reaches out to us,
we're on the side of the listener.
Help them, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult for our audience to do that here.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, so I got a question about this poor little guy.
Oh.
What a jerk. Nagging is not fun. Nagging is not cool. And, you know, it's ridiculous if he thinks that that's how a relationship should go.
Right.
But the waiter did the right thing. A lot of wait staff has been trained to see abusive relationships and the warning signs of sex trafficking and things like that. You never know that this could have gotten a little, I mean, what he's saying is, we were just trading jabs or whatever. He could have been truly verbally abusing her. And the waiter was like, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, what a jerk.
Jennifer, I appreciate you calling in.
No problem. You guys have a super fantastic Monday.
You too.
Bye.
I see it.
Do you see my face again?
Cassie,
awkward.
Cassie texts in and says, what about the waitress that told the girl to break up with the guy because the guy was hitting on her? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. This was like a few weeks ago when we literally spoke to the waitress. And there was a different scenario. It was a different situation. So I don't think, but these are eerily similar, you know?
Yeah, they are. They have very similar components.
Man,
I don't know. We haven't found anybody that's on his side though. Like nobody.
Are we not paying wait staff enough for being the defenders of relationships all across the Kentuckiana region?
Well, like she said, they have way more training than, just knowing about the menu.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like full on, could almost be like counselors and stuff. I mean, they're trained to like really recognize and spot things. Like way more than what I had ever really realized.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I think we're all, Matt, sorry. Sometimes the truth is a little bit hard to swallow. You came to us asking if you should write a bad Yelp review or write the manager at the restaurant because you think it's unprofessional that he did that. But we're all kind of saying,
like, maybe this is a learning moment for him about, maybe moving on in the future, whether you get another chance with your girlfriend or it's the next relationship. Maybe we don't do so much roasting of our significant other.
Yeah.
And that'll go better for you. Now, I'll say that. And Kate is saying, hey, happy birthday to my husband, Kelby. Hope you have an amazing day. So thank you, Kate. Maybe an example. Showering praise on the radio on your significant other.
Yeah, Derek writes in, better watch out, Ben. He may give you a bad Yelp review. All right, so this is true.
Yeah, no. Yeah, please don't give us a bad review. We're just conveying what the audience, you asked what they thought. And this is an opportunity maybe to see it in a light that may be a different perspective than what you were thinking of.
All right, if you want to comment later, you can. You can always go back on Facebook and and read what everybody wrote and kind of see what was written and stuff like that, especially if you're not in the situation where you can do it now. At Ben and Kelly Show.